Hi, my name is Mike Vanderpool. I am the lead faculty member here at Northwest State Community College in the Visual Communication Graphic Design program. This is my third year as a full-time faculty member. Prior to that, I taught as an adjunct and also taught video production in the VCT department over at Bowling Green State University. I want to talk to you today a little bit about the program itself, why we do, and how we do it. The focus here is not just understanding the tools like the Adobe Creative Cloud. What we really try to focus on is the design process, design thinking specifically. Um, that's going to serve you well, not just within a graphic design, web design, photography, any type of visual communication field, but it's also going to serve you well in anything that you choose to do, simply because what you learn in that process are all of the soft skills that employers wish more college graduates had, that of critically thinking, communication, collaboration, being able to explain your ideas, be able to take and give criticism. All of those things are part of the day-to-day of what we do. And why we focus on that, well, obviously it's part of the design process, but it's also important because I know that some people who come into this program aren't going to end up being a graphic designer. They'll change their major, they'll do something else. But what I'm hoping is that in the initial classes, the intro to VCT 103 with me, that will really lay a foundation for people to be able to be successful no matter what they do. And truth be told, visual communication is a part of everything. Most companies now, whether they sell widgets, hospitals, McDonald's, whatever, they're media companies now. They're all producing content. All of the things that we do on the day-to-day in our class are things that companies need now, even if they don't know it. So why we do what we do? Because it really mimics what the real world is like. And I'm hoping that the people that I put out into the workforce are the best. That's the bottom line. I mean, it may sound kind of silly, or like, well, Northwest Ohio Community College are putting out these people. Like, you think they're going to be great? Yeah, they will be great because we work together to maximize who we are and our potential. I mean, that's just like, if you can't think that you have the potential to do great things, then there's no chance of you ever doing great things. So that mindset, right? The mindset of always being a learner, of not being afraid of failure, being able to pitch new ideas, being able to try new things. And that's what learning is, right? Learning is looking at something and saying, what if this? And the majority of the time, that what is this that you try isn't going to work, but eventually one of them will. So talking a lot about innovation, design thinking, it just as it relates to life and career and being successful just in general. The first semester of the program, which is what we're getting into fall, I'll focus on that. I really want you to take two classes. VCT 103, which is Intro to Graphic Design, will introduce you to a lot of the tools, but more specifically, a lot of the concepts that will carry over throughout the program. The other class that I recommend people taking is CIS 129, which is Web Page Development. Now, that's an online class. And I'm hoping that by taking that class, two things. One, I want you to be successful as an online learner. I have a background in developing online programming, online courses. I think I can, with what I'm putting into the class as I redesign it this summer, will help you to be a more successful online student no matter what online classes you take. And then two, again, not everybody who comes into graphic design is going to end up, or visual communication graphic design is going to end up coming out that on the other end. There's lots of things that you could do in the world, lots of things that have elements of visual communication, graphic design in them. One of those things being software development, programming, coding, that type of stuff. So by having you take a computer science web page development course up front, where you do get into the codes and into the code and some of the not down to the ones and zeros, but understanding how some of the ones and zeros work of computers, the web, and programming languages, may be able to identify that that's something that trips your trigger and could get you, moving along that pathway as well. It's interesting. I was just at a workshop at Ohio State regarding how visual communication, arts and communication, and IT are kind of in this spot of coming together. So I think the way that I'm launching, or you would be launching off into this program, really fits into the needs of the workforce. So that said, it's going to require a lot of work. Um, Attendance is vital, because we don't just sit in front of a computer and do our own thing. It's a lot of collaboration, a lot of brainstorming. I'm working with other people, um, but we have fun. We do lots of awesome projects, um, and it's my passion. Learning is my passion. Design is my passion. So I'm just hoping that we can do some things together that make us all better. Because I'm just like you. I learn every single day. I don't know everything. I know that I don't know everything, which is a benefit, and I know a lot of what I don't know, which is where you and I might differ a little bit. But there's so much that we can learn from each other if we just become collaborative people who can respect each other's ideas, communicate our thoughts, and just do cool stuff. So I hope that answers some of your questions about the visual communication graphic design program here, and some of the expectations. I know it is really broad about what we do and what you'd be expected to do. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me. It's mvanderpool@northweststate.edu. And we can set up a time to talk, or phone call, anything like that, web conference. Embrace the technology, because it's here to stay. So take care.